Kwata Kwangu Eju kwata baidu. Eju kilata ki kwata baidu. Eju kiloma ki voma doga. Eju voma doga. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to tell you a short story about Igala culture called Ibego culture. Ibego culture is a unique culture in the past, periods to dominance of two religions called Christian and Muslims. There was Ibego culture. Ibego cultures are rules and regulations used to defend the peoples in the land, to defend the weak and the innocent peoples within the land against the evil women and men within the land. And Ibego are simple rules and regulations according to my research within the land. This research reviewed how our forefathers practiced these rules and regulations before the government was institutionalized and became formal. But the traditional government find their ways of which they can use these means to defend themselves against the enemy from within and the enemy from outside, both spiritual and physical. Because Igala cultures are cultures that believe of the ancestors. Because unlike Christians, we are still following the belief of ancestors, in which we always refer to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. It's the same, the gods of which our ancestors also serve before they go. But before then, Igala culture have a unique way of which they recognize God in the past. God exists in the past before even the Christians and Muslim comes to an existence, in which they name so many people named after God's names, in which they say so many names. In our previous videos, you see those names. They are there. Ojo Chogu, Ojo Mona, Ubedojo. Ojo Chogu means God have the mercy. God is a mercy that can easily save life. Ojo Chenemi, God is my person. So this Ibego culture, according to my research, are rules and regulations guiding the peoples in the land. These rules and regulations are very simple and which our forefathers have set a proper standard that in which we are all connected to it without even our own concept, without we even know that we are connected to it, but we are all connected that we perform the rituals, the sacrifice without even knowing that we are doing it. Whether you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are performing those cultures without even knowing it. You cannot run away from it. Number one, let's show how we are all connected to it. When you want to marry, you come back to your village to marry in the presence of elders. Elders are the representative of Ibego peoples and the representative of our ancestral peoples. Two, when your person died, your loved one died, you brought the corpse or the body back to the village and buried. Then they ask for the necessary traditional rites to be provided. You provide them and the other collect it. Then bury your corpse according to the traditional rites of this. When any traditional leader emerge out of these communities, they also perform the necessary traditional rites, giving back the necessary right to the ancestral spirits and the gods of the land for them to be safe on the throne. Those who argue and fail to perform the necessary rites when taking their positions to lead their people, many of them did not last in the throne. And those who does not follow the due process of doing the need right does not last on that throne. Indirectly, we are all connected to this, in which we all need to know. Why our forefathers do this in the past is for them to what? To protect everybody within the communities. Because every community have good people and bad people. And the bad people always find their way around any law be enacted in the community. Now, this is Ibego rules and regulations. Some points I'm going to bring it out here that we feel they have done a very nice thing within the land that has been protecting everyone within the land. This research was conducted and was sampled at Igala Ibegwu. Igala Ibegwu is in Olamamboro, and they are the first settlers in Olamamboro who created these rules and regulations. Number one, are the sons and daughters of the land. You are not supposed to kill the sons and daughters of the land. Two, you are not supposed, as the sons and daughters of the land, you are not supposed also to be a witness to where the sons and daughters will be killed. Three, you are not supposed to take another person's properties by force within the land, because if that person swear for you, it will catch you. You are not supposed to what? As the sons and daughters of the land, commit abortion. If you have done that, it will affect you as a person. Again, as the sons and daughters of the land, you are not supposed to take another person's, a man is not supposed to take another person's wife by force, collect another person's wife by force to be his own wife. And a married woman in the land is not supposed to go and have a sexual affair with another man that is not his husband. With this, when you look at the rules and the of God, the 10 commandments of God, you discover that there are so many things alike with what this tradition is saying. Thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not take another person's wife, thou shalt not kill. These are rules. These are commandments of God. You look at it, so many of these things related to it. But there are some of these that does not go along with these civilizations, the way of technology, globalizations, and our educational systems. No careers per se that need to be reviewed. In issue of career, unlike abortion, ectopic pregnancy, judge sentence a person to death, and lawyer bear a witness in the court. These are issues that need to be also sit down and reviewed, so that this will not be an offense to all those people who engage in themselves as a lawyer, judge, and doctors and nurses in their own career adventures, to be committed into these Ibego issues. There are warning signs of Ibego that we need to also know, that come out from our research. The warning sign was this: when suddenly your business start crumbling, you need to ask questions. Why? Things start going bad, misfortune start coming, you start having a deadly or dangerous dreams of your ancestral spirits or forefather pursuing you in your dream, warning you. There are also signs of Ibego, giving you warning that you have committed an Ibego offense. But there are so many ways that we can also commit this offense indirectly without knowing. These ways are: one, fail to provide the necessary items for burials of your loved one. Fail to present it to the right persons in the family that need to collect it, irrespective of your arguments or your dislike with elders in the village. When things happen, you must also sit down very well and provide the necessary items to the rightful persons within the village. You can't just come and drop it and go. They must accept, because they are the representative of the Ibego and the spirit. Because the Igala culture believe in the spirit of their ancestors that can easily reveal many things to them and ways to go about them. Another way in which we commit Ibego offense without knowing is a wife can also commit the husbands by telling the husbands unnecessary stories that as a married woman are not supposed to talk. Tell your husband that, oh, in the market somebody touched your waist and your clothes removed. Indirectly, the wife has confessed to the husband that has committed adultery, have a sex outside. 2, telling the husband that people sneak and saw her nakedness in the bathroom. Indirectly has committed the offense of Ibego. Also, he have dream that he have sex. So many people have sex with us in a dream. Indirectly, this is a waste wife, some bad wife, because they say he who marry good wife is a lucky man, but he who marry a bad wife, he became a philosopher of all the bad things a wife will do. These are several ways a wife at home can also make a husband. That is a bad wife. Don't mean joking type. A wife that can. And again, it's not good for a husband to be suspecting his wife anyhow. Because suspecting your wife means you should not what? Your wife is already having an affair outside in which you are not supposed to what? Engage with her again until you went and confessed to the elders at home. So, but this Ibego culture is not as dangerous the way we talk. If all these things were being committed indirectly or without knowing it or even know it, we need to also go back to the village and tell the most elders within the families and appeal to the gods of the land for forgiveness. And this is what will pass us by, everything will return to normal. But failure to say this sin does not exist, that is when you now find the troubles of Ibego. Because my mother used to tell me, say, if you know what you can't eat, don't use teeth to share it. If you know, if he does not believe in this Ibego culture, don't go against the offense of Ibego. Don't go and kill person and say Ibego does not exist. As a wife, don't go and commit adultery outside and say Ibego does not exist. If you are holy and sincere before yourself, you don't have any issue within Ibego culture. The culture is something that our people use in the past to protect themselves, to show love to themselves. So we need to also learn from the past. So this story is very short. We are still coming up with more of it. Try to follow us in our page. Follow our page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Abella City. You hear more of this, of our research. We are coming because we dash into the past and get more facts about the past and let people to know about more of what has happened in the past and how it needs to be reviewed. Ibego culture, we will now tell you how Ibego culture can also be reviewed. The reason it needs to be reviewed because of some things that has done in the past that needs more attention and it does not go along with the current trends in our systems. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the red button. You get more of this. Thank you and God bless you. From Abella City.
Mama,